Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. Today we're back on that $700 Ford. We do have all of our gaskets. If y'all watched the last video where Lars lost his mind looking at that pretty little girl, that was a funny one. If you ain't seen it, go back and watch. I ain't figured out how to stick stuff in these corners. But anyway, that's on our agenda for today. Hopefully we can get this done, but I've got something that's been bothering me ever since I put that transmission together. There's a backing plate in, I think it's a 3/4 clutch pack up in there, and I've done it all according to specs, but I swear I think that thing's upside down. But hey, you know, that's not the point. So we're going to take the input drum back out real quick, take about 15 minutes, go through that. I'll explain it when we get there. Mr. Lars is head over. He's asked me many times, don't, mess with that transmission because he's wanting to learn it and that kind of stuff. So hopefully by the end of the day, this thing's gonna be ready to put back in this little 85. And cross your fingers, the darn thing runs. But on top of this, it's Friday. John Wilburn's going live about 7 o'clock. Dude, I've missed 2 or 3 his and 3 or 4 some other people that I usually sit in on just because the work's going crazy. Again, beside the point. So, hanging, we're going to attempt to have this transmission ready to put in. So, here we go. Alright guys, here's what I'm concerned about. I did install the helper springs on this. Nope, I think I'm right. Right? I was worried about this. Right? Because honestly, this was giving me fits. But I'm good with this. I just had to pull it back out and check. Because, let me pull these out, just to give you a bird's eye view. See that flat surface? I was thinking that, right? And it's still on top of it. But no, I'm right. So, there you go. Now, put it back together and let's see if we can get her in there. Alright guys, so I'm happy. I just had to check it out, man. I had doubts about that, but yeah, we're good. Now, let's put this thing back together. Alright guys, let's put our gasket in. Now, our front pump. Alright guys, don't forget to coat this. Just in a couple places. And stick it. We're on the wrong side, my bad. And just stick it to the housing. Right here. Right. Yep, we got them. Alright, so now here we go. Well, one day, maybe today. Come on. All right, guys, now front pump in. Let's crank down on it. Everybody says torque wrench, but this is backyard 101. So we're just cranking her down until she quits cranking. Now, after this is in, gotta flip her upside down and start working on the valve body. All right, guys, I got her pump in. This is a very important thing, and it's a pain in the butt, but this holds that seal in on these $700 forms. And if you don't put these in, well, it's on there. So we're missing one here, but hey, that's the way it goes. But if you don't put that in there, man, that seal will back out just like them transmission bolts. All right, never fear, we had another one. So now it's time to flip this thing upside down and deal with check balls. Oh yeah. You have no idea how many variations of check balls in these $700 forms. But hey, we're still at it. Give us a few minutes and we'll get to the bottom end. All right, guys, we got her flipped up on the back. We've got to play with the check balls. There's quite a few discrepancies in where these check balls go. You see the troughs here, here, here. But a lot of people saying don't put them in. You can see, let me get you down there, where this check ball was in there and it's damaged the case. There's another place for a check ball here. So we're gonna play with this for a few minutes and figure out what in the crap I need to do. Then we will play with the valve body. So just hang in. All right, so if you watch this stuff, oh, sorry, case. So we're gonna lay this on here. I've smeared this all down with, jelly. We have put one check ball here and one right there, and there's a captured one up there. So I think we're good on getting this done. Now, let's start assembling this stuff. All right, guys, at this point, we got to remember, I put a shift kit in this thing. So we're in the process of trying to figure out this stuff right here, right? Because I can't remember where that bushing goes, all that kind of stuff. So we're going back in videos where I put that shift kit in, and then we'll get back to it. So hang on. All right, guys, been out here scratching the head for a little bit, but we got it. All right. This new gasket don't correspond with anything. Lucky enough, we didn't tear up the one that goes to the valve body. So
that's an old one.
Yeah. The one over there is a little defunct. So here we go. Let's put this thing back together. All right, so we got all that done. Now there's a couple of check balls that got to go in his. So that's where we're at. Hang on a minute. Let's try to remember where this goes. There's a trough here, which corresponds with that hole. But there's two that's got to go in here. So let us figure that out. Hang on. All right, guys. At this point is when I realized I screwed up. Right? I didn't check the year model of this transmission. I was just assuming. You know what assuming means. You know, it makes an ass out of you and me. Well, it made an ass out of me today. So, the transmission of that thing is a 1990. Not a 1985. So, the separator plate gaskets was not working right. So stay tuned for part 2. Mr. Lars gets to go back to the transmission shop.
Yeah, buddy.
Visit that pretty little girl. And get us some separator plate gaskets.
I'm on the way. Right now. Right there.
So hang in for part 2 and we'll get it done. Get it back up under here. See you on the next one, right, LP?
We'll see y'all when we see you. Appreciate you.
Hang in.